welcome to Driven, the brand new Athens Athletic podcast. I am Libby O'Leary, and I'm going to be your host. We're going to have some big updates about sports at the Drive, and we're going to have some special guests joining us each week. On Monday, we have the women's varsity soccer home opener, and so let's all come out and show our support. On this episode, we're going to be talking about the women's flag football team. This year, Wake County created a women's flag football league sponsored by the Carolina Panthers. All but 2 Wake County high schools came up with a team. The season ran early this year from about early January and ended with a Super Bowl on February 20th. Joining with me today, I have Liv Thompson and Taylor Malloy. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. So, talking about flag football, how was that? I mean, this is making history. This is the first ever Wake County flag football team. How was that?
It was something new for sure. I did not start the year thinking I would end the year doing flag football.
I mean,
but
yeah, because we didn't know about it.
No, Cease just came up to me one day and was like, "Hey, you want to do flag football?" I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I feel like there's rumors about it. We knew about it around the time of Powder Puff, but no one really knew if it was actually going to be a thing.
I didn't think it was actually going to happen. I remember someone came up to me. They were like, "Oh, are you doing that?" I was like, "Oh, that's actually happening."
Yeah. And then the fact that the Carolina, I remember when Cease told me about the Carolina Panthers. I mean, that was like, what? This is like an actual thing, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't think people realize like how big of a deal this thing actually is.
Yeah. It was incredible. We had like executives from the Panthers at all the games. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys both played Powder Puff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what really interested you in doing the flag football? Like, what made you want to join the team?
I think for me, it was just like all my friends were doing
Right.
it.
I have to say the same thing.
Yeah, like,
I was
just
a little
loved
iffy
being
in the
around
beginning.
them.
Well, honestly, that was great that, like, it got around, you know, your friends were talking about that, joining the team.
That just made the season 10 times better, for sure.
I know, because I was at the games.
Yes,
you guys are having fun. You had the TikTok account.
She was our soccer mom.
Yes, I was the soccer mom. Yes. Okay, so for our listeners and viewers, let's paint the picture of what the difference is between Powder Puff and flag football, because I think that a lot of people, when they're thinking about flag football in this league, they're thinking about the Powder Puff game that we had. But that's not really how it was laid out. This was a lot more official, a lot more of a team sport. So it really was. It wasn't the whole field, right?
It was like about 60-yard field.
60-yard fields.
The Athens
Okay.
Stadium, you could fit 3 of those fields on there, so we'd have like 6 teams playing.
Horizontally, it was just the field was chunked up into, and
yeah.
there's 3 games running at a time. Okay, and tell me about the difference of the rules. You had.
It was, well, I know for like quarterbacks during Powder Puff, you could like, if the quarterback had it, you could just run if you wanted to. But in this, like, you definitely couldn't. You would have gotten called on that.
Okay.
So you can't move, as a quarterback, you can't move, like, run with the ball past the line of offense.
Right, you can't just do a.
Yeah, because there's also no O-line. So it's like if defense wants to rush you, they have to stand 7 yards back and raise their hand like that.
Right, because there's no O-line, so they're really just coming right at you.
So you kind of know it's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, the flag football league, it's much more structured than the actual Powder Puff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, Powder Puff is really fun, you know, you do it with your school.
But this is like a sport.
Yeah,
this is like
this one, it's like grade against grade, but for the actual flag football league that's established, it's school against school, and there's about, I think there was like 20 schools, wasn't there?
Yeah.
It was crazy. So it was all Wake County high schools, I think, except 2. 2 didn't have a actual, but that's like all of Wake County.
Friendship didn't do
Yeah,
it
that was surprising. That was surprising
I
for
thought
me.
they would.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the other one. But you guys were legit into this. I mean, you guys tell me about the gadgets. I mean, they had these gadgets with all the
They were the
plays.
coolest things ever.
Coach Cease was like yelling out like blue 32, 32.
Yes, he did a blue 32. Yeah. So initially we would like have to hold papers. Like I remember our first practice, we didn't know anything. We just held papers and we'd look at it like.
There's so many plays.
It was like reading hieroglyphics. Like you just never understood it.
Yeah.
And so we got these gadgets with us, right? And it's for each position. So like you were quarterback 1, I was RB, and we would have the colors, and then we'd have like what was it? It was like split overlay.
So you saw the plays on it,
multiple
they would
things,
make the
and you had to like
combination.
connect the dots. You had to like make it like a chart.
Yeah, he would always do like, so if it's blue 26, you look at the 6 number. It's always the last number of what he says.
Yeah, right. You
Yeah.
can't figure out the plays. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's how we did it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys had practices most days a week, right? This was like this wasn't just like some like one practice a week. This was intense.
Yeah.
It definitely was. It was like every day we could after school, except like if it's raining, obviously we couldn't.
Right.
And if it was, Cease would literally schedule a practice where we would take the bus over to what was it? It was Excel Soccer World. And we would practice there on like a turf indoor field.
Oh my God! I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's where we had.
crazy.
That's where we had some of our first practices.
Right.
I think our first one was there.
The first day of tryouts.
Excel
was
Soccer.
Oh my
really
gosh!
good.
Yeah, no, I remember that one. I thought we were going to Williams or to the Jack Stadium, so I brought my cleats with me, and it was on a turf indoor thing. So I had to just practice in my socks.
In your soccer.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
And then, I mean, it's kind of laid out like the NFL with like, you know, you have like your in your season and then you have the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl, like that was a great Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
I mean the trophy.
Gosh, that trophy was actually really nice.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just it was just so well planned out by all the teams. I mean, there was refs. I know that Mr. Westbrook was a ref, and he was saying like he had to go on like his weekends and like get like certified to like
legit.
they weren't just pulling people for refs. You had to like become a ref.
See, we didn't know that. We thought the refs were like
I know, but it's like the behind the scenes things
out.
that like it's like it makes it like. Like a event like volleyball, like it makes it like a real sports team.
Yeah,
it was
for
awesome.
sure.
I remember C saying like he got together with some other coaches in the league and they all like planned out how they wanted the playoffs to work, how they wanted the games to work.
Right.
And it was just like I could tell there was a lot of planning behind it.
I mean, the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Might have been last in the NFL, but you know what? Number one in our hearts. Yeah, I heard Bryce Young was supposed to be at the Super Bowl. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't get any Carolina Panthers this year at the big Super Bowl, but next year because there was so much. I think that we made. I was talking to Coach Cease about this, like $11,000 off of the Super Bowl just of people coming to watch. Yeah. Like that was just from ticket sales.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like it was in the thousands.
Oh my god.
Because if you think about it, it's like there's 3 like fields of games going on.
So many people. There's so many schools.
It was efficient.
There.
It was really efficient.
Right. So this was such a big thing, and it's definitely going to go on, and I think this is going to become like way more.
I'm curious to know like how long it took to actually get this together.
Yeah.
And I do know one of my close friends, Coco, she's one of the players at Apex High School, and she was one of the people to like initiate this whole thing like freshman year. And I know she was putting in like a lot of work to get this started.
Yeah, they had to contact the NFL, right?
Yeah, they were able to reach the Panthers, and then Panthers helped kickstart everything.
Right. That was awesome. Okay, kind of switching our choice of topic. So you guys are both very involved in sports here at Athens, student athletes. I mean, I myself know it. I mean, it's difficult to juggle school with your schoolwork and then also practice with the games. I mean. How do you guys do that? I mean, it's hard.
I mean, for like me, I've been doing it ever since I started getting harder schoolwork. Right. So I've kind of just like gotten the habit of doing it how I do it. But I always try to like get anything done that I can if JV's playing, then I'll try to do my homework then.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more multitasking.
And then sometimes you have late nights, but it's worth it, I think.
I remember we would do that in volleyball season. We'd have to be like in the stands watching JV play, and we'd all be doing our homework and stuff.
But I just think it's so important to get involved in the school. I mean, it makes it like makes it just such a thing.
Doing sports.
Do you guys have any fun like team memories that like? Because I know you both were on the volleyball team together, right?
I remember. Like the last game of volleyball this year, a few of us went out to Torero's.
I love Torero's.
Mexican restaurant.
So fun. It was fun being around everyone and just talking.
See, that makes it so fun because during your sports season there are 100% ups and downs. The moments that you're like, why am I putting in all this effort, all this time?
Exactly.
I mean, it's a lot, but then you
In
have
the
those
end.
moments like that make it, you know what I mean? Like, this is your team. These are some of your closest friends.
Yeah, it gives you so many close friendships. Like,
100%.
I really wouldn't have the friends that I have now if it weren't for it. So.
And being I mean, that's how I felt as a freshman. I mean, without the cheer team, I mean, I knew a lot of my friends, but I gained so many friends from the cheer team.
Oh
I
my
guess
gosh.
you can say, right.
Yeah, I can agree with that. No, sports has definitely, like, helped me socially. You know, I'm thriving now socially. But before, in the beginning of the year, I was a loser. I mean,
it just opens so
I didn't
many,
know what I was doing.
It just opens so many doors.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and talking about that. Yes. So now I'm going to talk about, now that we're talking about Athens Athletics, we're going to talk about the Athens Athletics app. So we're going to stay up to date on all the sports with the Athens Drive Athletics app. Follow your teams, buy tickets, get notifications, see the schedules. You can find it on the Google Play or Apple App Store. And that's all for today. I'm Libby O'Leary. See you next week on Driven, and go Jags!